Hi everyone, welcome to Lessons Learned Soul Tribe, Witches Wednesday. So we're going to start out with the Witches Tarot to see what we can find out for all of our witches today. What kind of advice do our witches need for today? Okay, we have the Six of Cups, which is basically maybe something coming from the past, reminiscing. We have the Ten of Cups, which is complete fulfillment. So maybe there's some sadness over something from the past that was a happy time for you. This is the Star, so wish fulfillment is kicking in here, so hopefully things will turn around. But let's see what else we can get. That Six of Cups could also mean somebody coming back from your past looking for happiness, which is you're their wish fulfillment. So we have the Ace of Pentacles, which is basically a gift from the divine. And then we have Five of Cups, which is regret. Anything else, Spirit? Okay, we have Two of Cups, which is a decision about love. We have Death, which is basically the ending. The Nine of Pentacles, which is abundance. We've got the King of Swords, which is a no-nonsense kind of person coming in. And then we have Six of Wands, which means victory. Okay, let's see what else we can get. This right here is the Making Magic Oracle. And so what we have here is we have Dragonfly, meaning that you bring light to this world. So maybe you're a light worker or you're a healer. Time to Shine creates an energetic resonance for golden opportunities. So basically, this is a time for you to step out and show who you truly are and to shine your light. Make sure at this time that you're not dimming your light to fit in. Let's get one more. Okay, we're not going to take all those. I think those just sort of fell out of my hand. Spirit, one more, please. Okay. And we have Goddess, Healing Feminine Energy. Okay. So, like we originally discussed, you need to, bring the light into the world by healing people, healing situations, taking advantage of the opportunity to shine your light, and then also healing the feminine energy. Let's get some other cards here. So this is the Witch's Familiar deck. Let's see what we get. So we have Black Hound, Foreboding. So this is basically, to me, something to be careful about. I'll read it from the Oracle book as soon as I finish getting them all out. We'll take 3. So 2 more. Okay, and we have mole, something regarding superstition, and one last one. Okay, we got two more. So we have bat, which means direction. So maybe there's a new direction you're going to go in. And then owl, using the wisdom to make the decision of what direction to go into is possibly the case. Okay, let's get out the familiars book and see what we got going on here. Okay, so for the black hound, we have snarls and growls through fearful mists, apprehension grows as fate twists. Howling comes from great alarm, a warning to keep free from harm. I call upon black hound to assist me and harness this power, so mote it be. Across the moon and mists of time, I have traveled to warn you of what may occur. Do not ignore this message, for to do so will be at your own peril. My heightened senses can sniff out any impending storms miles away on the horizon that could cause instability in your life. Fear not, I will protect and guard you through the dark night and keep you safe. You have felt this uneasiness for a while now, and you need to trust that your inner feelings are correct. Never doubt them, for to do so would have catastrophic effects. I will fiercely guard your territory, and you will hear me howl in your defense, shielding you from predators who would do you harm. Betrayal surrounds you, cloaked in love and light. They are not what they say they are. They would seek your downfall, for below the surface there are no good intentions. I walk beside you now as your guardian, loyal and faithful to prevent any harm coming to you in the future. So basically the foresight is keep your wits about you at all times. Trust your gut feelings. Do not ignore them. Be like a dog with a bone. Persist until you have all the answers you seek. Be aware of all the signs and symbols or symbolism. Your inner ferocity is surfacing to howl your truth. So it sounds to me like maybe that person coming back from the past really might not be a good person, or their intentions might not be true. So just keep that in mind with that one. Let's take a look at what the mole means. For superstition, baseless nonsense shows ignorance. False conceptions have you on the fence. Beware, a rational attitude of mind leads to falsehoods and truth combined. I call upon mole to assist me and harness this power, so mote it be. Please don't believe everything you see or hear, especially if it comes to you secondhand. Gossip and forked tongues rarely hold much truth or kindness. You must seek out what is true for yourself and dig about a bit. In life, much will be passed down to you like genes, traits, and beliefs, the most destructive of which can be a belief that is not yours. This is especially true of religions and race. Not all those who claim to have been practicing witchy activity have been so wise through the ages either. For many years, I have literally torn out of the ground and ripped to pieces the belief that my blood and my body could cure, protect, and purify. Even today, animals suffer needlessly because of superstitious stranglehold over a person's sanity. Remember to carefully question at all times the what, where, and why. If something feels at odds with your heart, the right answers for you await. Stand up for what you truly believe in. Seek out facts to back a claim. Don't be too quick to judge. There is more to a person than meets the eye. Learn about your faith, whatever it may be, and the beliefs of others. Seek out what you have in common rather than that which divides. So this basically to me is just speaking to, use all of the wisdom that you've gained, throughout time to really balance things out and look at things from every angle before you make any decisions. Don't believe everything you hear. And get it from the source. That's always the best way to go. So let's take a look at bat. for direction. Blinded by the darkest night, fly fearlessly away from fright. A path of light is now revealed. Follow, for true fate is sealed. I call upon Bat to assist me and harness this power, so mote it be. I understand you have lost your direction in life. It's not easy navigating the darkness alone, but I can help you. Excuse me. I can help you hone all your senses to assist you in the transition from dark to light. Come join me as I hang upside down on this tree and help you view the world from a different perspective. As a spiritual navigator, I can help you discover your inner wisdom as you walk between the worlds. As you let go of old fears, masking your true potential and prepare for changes to come, your psychic abilities reemerge. This is an important shift from death to rebirth, changing direction from the old self and old habits that are no longer needed to a new transposition. As I guide you through the dark night of the soul, you will no longer be misunderstood or rejected by others. As the light of a new day beckons, you will put the past behind you and fly fearlessly toward illumination. Balance light and dark within you. Be open and ready for change and transformation. Prepare yourself in advance for death and rebirth, as they are a part of life cycles. Change old habits and behaviors by observing them. Your senses are about to be heightened. So basically, you're going through a transformation period, and so be kind to yourself. Do the work that is necessary so that you can come out on the other end in a better place. And it seems like this is talking about a situation that occurred between people, and it didn't work out so well, and there's some regret. There's some things that maybe could have been done differently, or whatever the case may be that's causing that regret. So again, you're going through a transformation, so be kind to yourself. But what's key to a transformation is accepting that you're in one, and then doing the work to come out on the other side, being more wise and being more ready for the world. The last one, which I find is interesting, is the owl, which is wisdom. So let's see what that is about. Okay, for wisdom. Wisdom comes through the ages to all who learn, revealing sages. Insight strong, gifts to receive, a wise one true. In this believe, I call upon Owl to assist me and harness his power, so mote it be. Okay, it's time to pause for thought and catch your breath. From my vantage point high above the trees, I can see you trying so very hard to be all things to all people, and your efforts are commendable, but are they wise? Is all this running about and endless talk and best use of your talents, energy, and time? I think not. You are responsible for a great deal, but you need to be better informed about the matters that fall at your feet. Plan ahead and get yourself properly qualified, sufficiently rested, and in an altogether better position to be able to speak with greater authority and experience. Results in work, sports, relationships, and your field of interest will improve once you can own up to what you don't know rather than trying to wing it. Take the steps you need to better educate, prepare, and inform yourself. You can never know everything, but you can employ wisdom at this time to put yourself in the best position to help others and understand what is needed to get the job done well. Read more. Listen to both sides of an argument. Don't be afraid to say no or that you don't know. Help is at hand if you want it. Update your qualifications, ensure all your paperwork is in order, taxes, accounts, licenses, and so on. Listen to your elders. So this is about, using wisdom, whether that's in other people around you, whether that's in yourself, but to use that at this time before you make any decisions, and, to, gather your wits about you. Take a higher perspective look at the situation, because that also lends me to believe that you might not be seeing things. And if you're not sure, get the right advice. Ask people who know, that it's their business to know whatever you're asking about. Get some authorities that know about whatever you need the information for. Okay, let's go ahead and move on. This is the Seasons of the Witch, Shaman Oracle. Shaman Oracle. We'll take 3 cards from here. Okay, the first card. Graveyard. There is a song that bellows in the peace of knowing no end and acknowledging the crossroads of eternity. I'll pull out the book to read a little bit more about these cards as well. So again, to me, that corresponds with that death card that we got earlier. So something has definitely ended. Okay, we've got 2 more. Potions and spells, a pinch of this, a dash of that. Before you're sure, before you call. Interesting. Let's see what that's about. And the last one, protection. This is my house, stained by the very blood flowing through its walls, covered in a veil of delicious prayers, yet deadly to those who dare lift its hidden. That could say many different things, actually. So we're going to read those from the book, because I don't know that much about this deck. It's relatively new. Okay, for graveyard, the first card here. Many see a graveyard as a symbol of mortality. It collects the tears of mourners whose loved ones have been laid to rest. Its stillness is an ominous song that creeps up the spine, leaving us to ponder who death will come for next. But a graveyard is a place of serenity where souls can find peace and stillness beyond the harsh realities of living. There is no longer the need to struggle against what is. It is a place of surrender. Oh, so you're going to the graveyard basically to let things go. Got it. There are those who fear the graveyard, for it has long been the home of wandering spirits who cannot find peace. Those who have not transitioned to eternity, forced to live a half-life, neither dead nor alive. Souls who are faced with taking responsibility for a life not lived to the full, focused on things that didn't matter and holding on to resentment. The graveyard card will help you find peace with where you are. There are times when we will be faced with difficult situations that are beyond our control. Those are the times that we must surrender to our current place. There's no use in fighting a battle you've already lost. Take control over the one thing you can change, yourself. The situation you're inquiring about is no longer in your hands. The power that be have taken over. Often, we are faced with a challenging ending that is necessary to facilitate a bright new beginning. A lot of times it looks like there's a relationship that ended here, or you have to move forward from a relationship. And this card speaks to letting go. Actually, letting the past go and just moving forward. But that's going to take some effort on your part. So my prayers are with you. Let's go ahead and do the next card, which is Potions and Spells. Potions and spells are how a witch weaves her magic spell, calling into existence her deepest desires. Potion making and spell crafting are 2 rituals that, when done correctly, can bring about dozens of manifestations. Adding little pinches of this and that here and there can change your creations ever so slightly, and is an art that has been passed down through hundreds of generations in as many cultures. One of the best nights of the year to create potions and work spells is on Samhain, when the veil is at its thinnest. Weaving your magic on this night is like supercharging your magical creations and rituals. Our ancestors would work spells on the Samhain to survive the winter. For a time, magic was the very bread and butter of survival, a way to protect, nourish, and support through good times and bad. Should you receive the potions and spells card, know that you should begin learning the art of potion making and spell crafting. The more personal a spell or potion, the better chance of favorable outcome. So to me, that speaks to maybe learning something new. You are capable of manifesting anything you wish, which is pretty cool. Um, you are the director of your life, and as a witch, you are better equipped to manifest the exact life you desire and deserve. Think big. The potions and spells available to you are endless. You can have and create anything that you choose. Make it your mission to craft your life. So basically, this is about envisioning law of attraction and really thinking about how you want your life and manifesting that. And this card also reminds me of the Magician card in the normal tarot deck. And so we have one more card, which is protection. Excuse me. Many of us have to search out our own safety. Since beginning our journey as spiritual healers, students, and teachers, we have faced criticism for being witches, faced jealousy for being true to our past, and had to withstand attacks from our own egos. But we rise and we keep going with fearless determination. We know we have our spiritual team, our ancestors, guides, and angels to support us and keep us from harm. You are always protected, my dearest witch, no matter how scary the world may seem or how many things go bump in the dark night of your soul. Within you is a space that cannot be harmed, penetrated, or shaken. Here you can retreat to heal and find comfort. You need only step through the veil into the arms of those who love and care for you. If you have drawn the protection, know that all is well and you are safe. Your spiritual support team will protect you from harm. You are protected from hexes, evil eye, dangers, psychic attacks. You are even protected from the dangers of your earth-based ego. Know that you can handle anything. When you are feeling unsafe, speak to the powers that be. Ask them to guide you to where you do not have eyes and keep you safe when you are in harm's way. They are always walking with you and are ready to provide you with additional support whenever you feel the need to ask. So this is basically, a card of protection, with your spirit team, your angels, your ancestors, everybody's around you at this time, giving you protection as you go through this transformation. Okay, we've got a couple more decks, about 3 more decks that I'm going to do. Okay, we've got the Goddess, Triple Goddess card. We've got the Althame sword or dagger. We've got Sarah Dwin's cauldron, and we have the familiar, and we have the toad. Okay, so for the Triple Goddess card, life goes in cycles, and each aspect of the goddess is seen within us every day. We are not all 3 things at the same time, but they do come and go depending on the situation. Symbols such as the Triple Goddess are gateways into a deeper reality. By meditating on her different aspects, you will be able to see past the mundane into the divine and learn how to know yourself more fully. So to me, this goes along with the transformation where you're going within yourself. You're finding out more and more about yourself. and you're tapping into the different aspects of the triple goddess. We've got the Althane here, dagger. The message of this card suggests that while you have the ability to see both sides of any of the issues or problems that you are facing at this time, you are choosing to be very one-sided and are only seeing what you want to see, rather than digging deeper for all the answers that will allow the situation to be resolved once and for all. It has been dragging on far too long. As the sword has a double edge, so do many things. In the duality of dark and light, good and bad, that balances our universe. One cannot survive without the other. You must now open your mind to all possibilities and look at both sides of the situation to get to the information that you are seeking. This is where you will ultimately find the truth. So basically, it's asking you as you go through this transformation to open your eyes and really see what's going on from every angle. Again, sort of like the owl and using the wisdom and some of the other cards, the bat, the protection that you have while you do this. There's just so much going on. And then also the aspect of the black hound where and the graveyard. You know, you're being protected, but you need to go to the graveyard and maybe you need to let some things go because something is blinding your sight right now. Ceridwen's Cauldron. You've been standing over your cauldron for quite a while, stirring up new ideas. It's now time to take a cauldron off the fire and put those ideas into good use. Remember, stirring for too long over a high heat will evaporate the contents and all will be lost. So basically, this is also telling me that, you know, you've been maybe overthinking the situation, or you've been procrastinating, or you haven't been taking action, and now is the time to take action. Okay, and we also have the Familiar. Familiar is no mere pet, rather the animal of a respected partner and companion who reveals truth and offers the characteristic inherent to its nature to the witch for magical purposes. The message of this card is all about showing who you really are and revealing truth about yourself that you have locked away for a very long time, not just to others but to yourself as well. These have become burdensome and you need to stop carrying the heavy weight around. It's time to come out from your hiding place and show your true colors. So to me, that's about removing the mask maybe that you've been wearing. We all wear them. And now it's a time to, you know, become your authentic self. And the last one is the Toad. When this card appears in a reading, you may be experiencing change in your life. The change might be in regard to how you lead your life, but it can also be of a spiritual nature. Call on the Toad to guide you through these times of transition and help you smoothly move from one state to the next. The Toad will support you in your transformation or metamorphosis in a subtle yet powerful way. So again, another card of representing change at this time for you in transformation. Okay, we've got 2 more decks and then we're done. Interesting. Another card about the Toad. Another card about the cat. I'll get you the meanings for these in just a moment. To see if there's anything different from what we've already seen with the other deck. One last card, Spirit, please. familiar card that I showed earlier was from the Witch's Oracle. These cards are from the, hold on a minute, let me get that for you. These are from the Witch's Oracle. So we have the needle, we have the key, we have the rope, and we have the scissors. So the rope is, well, let's start with the first one. So basically, the first one we had was the toad. So for this particular deck, the toad is self-worth, hidden beauty, and self-respect. So I think as you go through this transformation, that's what you're going to come into. You're going to turn from that caterpillar into the butterfly, and you're going to have the self-worth. You're going to have the beauty of your authentic self to come through, and also gain more self-respect. For the cat, so you've got the cat represents the mystery and the luck. And the magic in the time right now. Again, transformation is all about magic as well. But this means that something good is going to come out of it. It's not all of a bad time for transformation. With the needle, that's basically just like a needle and thread, trying to repair something, trying to mend a situation. So maybe the breakup or the situation where something happened is going to come back around. Maybe you want it to come back around, because remember, we did have that wish fulfillment card as well. Okay, the key. So the key here represents revelations. So something's going to come to light that maybe you don't know right now. There's going to be some secrets that come out, or you're going to get some news that's going to help you. Let's see. Excuse me. Okay. The rope is about binding and security. So basically, probably what you're holding on to, especially if you feel like you're in the dark right now, the rope is there to represent something that you can hold on to during this time. And the last one is the scissors. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. I don't know what's going on with my throat. Practicality, common sense, and inspiration. So basically, what's going to come through is your true nature. You know, it seems to me like you're probably a pretty practical kind of individual, and that's going to shine through. You know, maybe your common sense, your inspiration for maybe a new way of approaching the situation, or whatever your steps are forward. We've got one more deck to do, and then we are done. So this is the last one. And this deck here is called Making Magic. Okay, we've got love charm, attract a lover, soulmate, or life partner. So that just tells me that maybe that person that you walked away from, maybe you felt like they were that person, but it sounds like either you're going to work it out with them and get back together, or you've got somebody who's going to come into your life who actually is that person. I'll take two more, Spirit. Okay, we've got labyrinth, Transition to a higher level of being, raising your energetic vibration and enlightenment. Again, this is speaking to the transformation that we've been talking about. So sounds to me like you are definitely going through. Transformation is never easy, but when you get on the other side of it, you will find out it was totally necessary. So I do encourage you at this time. Remember, you have all of your support team around you, your spirits, your angels, ancestors, everyone is around you during this time, and my prayers go out to you. Oh, wait a minute, I thought I saw a card flip over. Yeah, I did. Okay, this is triple spiral. Listening to divine wisdom and joyfully learning life's lessons. So basically, going within, using the connection to spirit to, help you through this time, to give you the wisdom, to give you the courage and anything else that you might need at this time to get through this transformation successfully. Well, that's your Witches Wednesday reading, and I wish you the best. Much love and light. Lessons learned, Soul Tribe.